Hi, I didn't realise you were watching me there. Welcome to my ancient Indian village. Today I'm going to tell you a story called Little Govind and his baby calf. Are you all ready? Yeah? Okay. So imagine a hot sunny day in an Indian village. Little Govind was playing ball outside with his friends in the garden, and the mummies were inside churning milk and turning it into butter. It was a warm sunny day, and the sound of the children playing outside made the mummies feel really happy. Little Govind went to catch the ball, but he got distracted by a noise. Where was it coming from? It was a baby calf, a cow. He stopped playing and walked over to see what's wrong. His friends called out to him, "Come on, Govind, where are you going? Play ball, would you?" "Coming," he said. At first, he really didn't understand why the calf was making this noise. So he looked into its eyes and stroked its face. The more he looked, the more he knew what that look was. He knew because he felt that way all the time. This calf was hungry. Little Govind looked at the calf's mummy, and she looked sad too. There was a tear in her eye. He wondered, how do I make them happy? He noticed the calf was tied to a post with rope and was struggling to move away. No wonder they're sad, he thought. This baby can't go to its mummy. This is a problem. Let's solve it, he said, smiling. He began to untie the calf. Go on, go and have some milk, then you'll be hungry no more. That's what I do when I'm hungry, and my mummy loves giving me milk. The calf dashed to its mummy, and glub, 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 it drank away its mummy's special milk, and the mummy cow mooed. Little Govind looked at the other calves tied up and decided, let's untie them as well. They can all drink their mummy's milk. It is a hot day. Whose bright idea was it to tie them all up anyway? All of a sudden, the garden was filled with noises of glub, glub, glub and moos. That was a happy garden. The mummies came outside to hear what all the mooing was about. When they saw Govind dancing around the cows happily and watching the calves drink milk, they shrieked, "You! That boy! It's him again! Yashoda Behen, look at what your son has done now. He's freed the calves and they're all drinking the milk. Govind, that milk was for the king. If we don't give it to him, he'll destroy our village." Mummy Yashoda looked at her son, and little Govind felt her looking at him. He stared at the sky, and then at his belt, and then he tried to tiptoe away. "Don't you move, little Govind. Don't you move. What have you done? Govind, look at me. I'm here." Little Govind looked at her and shrugged. "Mummy Yashoda, I was just trying to help. These calves were babies and they're hungry. I just wanted to give them their milk. Isn't that what you do when I'm hungry?" "This is not the same," said one of the mummies. "How?" said Govind. "Is the calf not a kid like me?" "Yes, but the milk goes to the king first," said another mummy. "So why do you give us milk?" asked Govind. Well, you're the children. You have to have milk, for you to grow. Milk is good for you." "Well, so you mummies want us to have milk, and this mummy cow wants to give her baby milk. Did you think of that?" The mummies all looked at each other with murmurs of, well... And then they all looked at Yashoda Behen. Mummy Yashoda cleared her throat. "Never mind that, Govind. You still should have come and asked us first. You can't just take the milk from the king like this." So Mummy Yashoda You'd rather give the milk to this greedy and bossy King Gunts? The mummies gasped. Oh, and you'd rather take away milk from these babies, Mummy? The mummies looked down. Just then, Daddy Nund came. He was Govind's daddy. Mummy Yashoda said, "Look what your son has done. He's given all the milk to the calves. Now there'll be none left for the king." Again, Govind looked at the sky. He looked down at his belt. Mummy Yashoda said, "Little Govind, look at your daddy." Govind quickly said, "Daddy Nund, I just wanted to give the babies their milk. They were hungry like me." Daddy Nund smiled and said, "Actually, that's a lovely thing to do, and we all feel the same too. But little Govind, we're not allowed. The king wants this milk, and in return he protects us. I can only hope he doesn't get too upset about this today, Govind. Oh, this is a problem." Govind smiles and says, "If this is a problem, let's solve it. Don't get scared, Daddy. What is our job? To protect cows and provide King Kunts with milk," said Daddy Nand. "So our job is to protect our cows, but instead we are making them sad. If the cows continue to be sad for a long time, the milk will not be good. We might not even get milk if the cows get sick. Then King Kunts will really have a problem." Another mummy yelled angrily, "He'll come and destroy our village if he doesn't get his milk, little Govind. Then you won't have anything, never mind these calves." Little Govind looked at her and said, "We have to show King Kunts that we know what's best for our cows. If he wants milk at all, he has to help us, not hurt us. We're not cowards, we are cowherds. Daddy Nund, first the calf should have the milk, and if anything's left, we'll share it with the children, and then the king. But us children don't want to take milk off these babies." The other children gulped. "Right, Daddy Nand?" checked little Govind. Little Govind went off to play, and Yashoda Maya and Daddy Nand smiled at the mummies. Well, Govind is a bit sensitive for his age, isn't he? He's a bit sensitive. "Well, he's naughty," said one of the mummies, and all of the mummies walked off inside the house. Daddy Nand and Mummy Yashoda wondered what the king of Mathura will say when the milk and butter doesn't reach him today. Well, all the way in Mathura, King Kunts was waiting for his delicious glass of milk. Oh yes, that king loves his milk. The royal bells rang, and a soldier arrived before the king. "Where's my milk?" asked King Kunts. There is none," said the soldier. King Kunts simply stared, just like that, at the soldier. "Where's my milk?" The soldier said nothing. "Is this a joke at my expense? You know how much I love my milk. Do you want me to send you straight to jail?" Everybody gasped. You know, King Kunts only sent nice people to jail, really. That's another story. "So, is this a joke or not? Where's my milk?" There wasn't enough to spare," said the soldier. To spare? To spare? Well, I won't spare then. No one takes away my milky wilky. Right, soldiers, you, and you. Go to the village of Gokul right now and bring back every cow they have. That will teach them to take away my milky wilky. Because now they won't get any milky wilky. I mean, a strong king like me needs his milk. The soldiers looked puzzled and bowed. Yes, King Cunts, we'll be on our way to get your your cows. Your cows. King Cunts stared at his empty glass of milk, seething with anger. A maid came with orange juice. May I offer you this instead, King Cunts? King Cunts said to the soldiers, "Take this maid straight to jail. How dare she give me orange juice when I want my Milky Wilky?" Oh dear, King Cunts was a bit of a big baby, wasn't he? The soldiers scurried speedily to the village of Gokul to take away the cows. A villager spotted the horses running towards the village, and he ran to Daddy Nund. "Nund Baba, the king's soldiers are coming to attack us!" Daddy Nund quickly gathered the men of the village and told the women and children to stay inside. "Go home, little Govind, and tell Mummy Yashoda to keep inside the house with you. Pick up your sticks, men. Let's stand here and wait." Little Govind ran towards his house and then stopped at a hidden field. He stood under a tree for some shelter. He picked up his flute, just like this, and began to play some music. What was he doing playing music at that time? Did you wonder? Well, even though this was no time to play music, when Govind played his music, it was magical. Usually everyone in the village stopped to listen. They just couldn't help it. The flute played magical music, sounds of energy that just made everyone and everything so happy. The cows always followed him wherever he went when he played his music. On hearing this, one by one, guess what? The cows left the field they were in and started to go to little Govind's field. They grazed happily on the grass, mesmerized by the sweet sound of the flute. Meanwhile, the soldiers didn't know where the cows had gone. "Well, usually they're here. Maybe they've walked to another field. Come on, everybody. They can't have gone that far. There's only so many fields. Let's check out this whole area." Little Govind walked from one field to another, and all the cows followed him wherever he went. As he went to one field, the soldiers arrived at another field, and when he went to another field, the soldiers arrived at the other field. Every single time they kept missing the cows, and little Govind kept smiling and playing his flute. The soldiers started to get really hot and bothered. "Oh, this is so tiring." The horses were getting tired and slowing down. Finally, they gave up. They just couldn't search for the cows anymore. One of the soldiers even said, "Chief, I need the toilet, and my horse is exhausted." The chief decided they had no choice and had to get more help. "Come on then, back to Mathura. Come on, horse. Giddy up. Come on." The chief got his stick and started to poke the horse. The horse neighed and jumped, and the chief fell back, off the horse. Embarrassed, he said, "Fine, walk as slowly as you want, horsey." The horse let the chief climb on, and he neighed nicely. When they arrived back to Mathura and told the king they couldn't bring back the cows, King Kunt said, "You're telling me your soldiers couldn't run faster than cows? Hang on, you were on horses. Horses are faster than cows. This is so embarrassing. Right, send them to jail. Nobody must know that my soldiers are slower than a bunch of cows. Go to jail and put them on a running machine. They need to stop practicing. Embarrassing soldiers. Take the horses to jail too." "Nay," said the horses. "Shall we send some more soldiers, King Kunts?" asked the guardsmen. No, it's okay. I've scared the village enough. After seeing our soldiers on the horses, running towards them, they must be petrified. They might have had the audacity to not send me my Milky Wilky today, but they won't make that mistake again." Well, when Daddy Nund arrived home, he looked at little Govind. Mummy Yashoda said, "What happened?" You look really worried." "No, I'm not worried. It's just something bizarre happened. Really unusual. King Kunt sent soldiers and horses to attack us. I'm sure of it. And we were waiting to stop them with the men. But we saw the soldiers going to this field, and then to that field, and then to that field. I think they were confused. They looked so tired. And then they started to walk back to Mathura." Mummy Yashoda said, "We were about to be attacked? Didn't Govind tell you? I sent him all home," asked Daddy Nand. They both looked at little Govind, who looked up at the sky and looked down at his belt. And they said, "Govind?" He smiled and said, "Well, Daddy Nand, I was running home, but even I saw the soldiers looked confused. So I stood watch, but I got bored and started to play my flute. The cows loved it." Little Govind held his mummy and daddy's hand. "Mummy Yashoda, I saw my Daddy Nand being so brave today. He's a real cowherd. See, Daddy Nand? The king knows he needs us to look after the cows. His soldiers can't do that. From now on, we'll let the calves drink their mummy's milk. And if there's anything left, us children should have it. And then we will send what's left to King Gunts. After all, I don't want King Gunts to not have his Milky Wilky." Mummy Yashoda laughed, and Daddy Nand said, "That sounds fair, little Govind." That's the end of my story for today. I hope you enjoyed little Govind and his baby calf. I really hope to see you again soon, back inside the little Indian village. And please press like and share this story for me. Take care. Bye, kiddies.